Hey, what's going on, everybody? Before I get into the beer review right now, there's just something that I need to share with you guys. But I don't even think I'm gonna be able to bring myself to say it, so I'm just gonna have to show you. That's all. So now, for this, we've got Sweetwater Dank Tank. This is their newest Dank Tank, and it is 420 IPA. If you can see that right there. So this is like their one-off series or whatever, and it says right here, it says a series of rarely released randoms from the ombres of headiness. These occasional treats from the dark side of our soul emerge from Sweetwater's experimental one-hitter. The Dank Tank brewed only when the ish gets so bad that we just have to scratch it. So Sweetwater's out of Atlanta, Georgia, and I guess 420 is like their it's definitely like their most popular beer. I don't know if it's like their flagship or whatever, but so they brew a bunch of these one-offs. The only other one that I've had, I think, was called Mean Joe Bean, and it was like an Imperial Porter or something. And they just released their 15th anniversary beer. So that's out in the market along with this one, but I don't know if you can get this everywhere that you get Sweetwater beer because in the Triangle, which is Raleigh, Durham, and Chapel Hill, for those of you who don't know, you can all get Sweetwater beer, but this was only released in Durham. So I had to go to a shop in Durham, and when I was there, I picked up this tulip glass for Belgian Independence Day, and it's got a bunch of Belgian brewers on it. I thought it was kind of cool, so I picked it up. It was only like $2 or $3 or something like that, and I didn't have one that was like stemmed like this. So looks pretty cool. Well, let's go ahead and get into it and let you guys know if it's worth driving out of your way to pick up. I guess I should say this before I pour it, but it's 8.5% alcohol by volume, and it just says IPA, but I'm gonna call it a double IPA because some of the double IPAs are only like 8 or 7.5 or whatever. So, but normal Sweetwater cap. Let's go ahead and get it poured. All right, so we got it poured, and it has got a beautiful golden color. Yeah, not really hazy at all. You can see pretty much all the way through. It's got a good amount of carbonation. Um, yeah, just a pretty orange golden color with 2 or 3 fingers of a pretty foamy, rocky, almost soapy looking tan head. That's looks like it's going to dissipate pretty quickly. So I'm gonna let the head go down for a minute, and then I'll give you the smell. Okay, so the head went down a little bit. It's leaving a little bit of lacing, but it's down. So we'll go ahead and give it a smell. The first thing that's hitting me is pine. So it's not really too much of a West Coast IPA, I would say. But it definitely has those grapefruit and those citrus qualities, maybe some tropical fruits like pineapple, things like that. Not really getting any malt or anything either in this one. But it smells pretty good. Not above and beyond or anything like that, but it smells pretty good. Alright, so let's go ahead and give it a taste. Okay, so I've been sipping on this one for a little bit because I was having a difficulty coming up with how to describe the flavor, but the way that it is it's not going to hit you with like grapefruit and stuff like that. It's really sweet, but it's not it's got kind of like a honey sweetness and kind of like a candied fruit thing. That's the best way that I can describe it. The body's a little bit thin. Actually, it's not like big and robust like the Maharaja or anything. But it's got some great sweet flavors. Yeah, like I said, sweet honey and sweet candied tropical fruit. That's the best way that I can describe it. Not really too much grapefruit. I mean, it's there, but not super a lot. More like pineapple, maybe like apricots, things like that. And then yeah, like some honey. We give another taste. Yeah, it's pretty good beer. It's really interesting. It's super smooth and it's really easy to drink. So I'm gonna sip on this one for a little bit longer. And I'll come back and give you my my final verdict. All right, guys, I've been sipping on this one for a little bit, and I actually poured some more in because container's so small. But I'm gonna go with a B plus on this one. It's not over the top with bitterness, like you would think from a beer an 8.5% alcohol India Pale Ale, but the flavor is definitely there. It's really sweet. It's just a really easy drinker. If I had to compare this to another one, I would actually compare it to Sculpin. That one, I mean, that one has like a little bit more It doesn't have as much alcohol, and it's got more of the West Coast like grapefruit and stuff like that too. But just like smooth, easy drinking, and not intense bitterness. That's how I perceive this one. And I was reading online, and it actually made me think about it a little bit. But it has kind of like a oil. It's kind of oily on the tongue, but other than that, it's really smooth, and it's just really easy to drink. It would be no problem to kill this beer in less than an hour. So I think that it's worth picking up if you get in your area. I mean, I don't know how far most people drive to get beers. It was like 20 minutes for me, and it was on the way, so I thought I might as well pick it up. It might run you $7 or $8, but it's pretty good. It's one of the better Sweetwater beers that I've had. So I'm really gonna enjoy the rest of this beer. So that's it for me. Hit me up on Beer Advocate if you guys want to do a trade, because I'm trying to get rid of one of those bottles. So if you don't get Founders in your area, just want an extra bottle or whatever, hit me up. The link's in my on my channel. And so let me guys know what you think if you can get this beer, or if you've had it before. Relatively new release, but just let me know. So that has been Sweetwater 420 IPA, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.